Little do they know, right before this pod, he said 3, 2, 1. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devvon Terrell. Which one is my camera? Bang. See, because sometimes I be feeling like I look stupid when I look the wrong way. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devvon Terrell, the Living Weirdo. Welcome to another My Audio Nerds podcast, the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. One time, I want you to comment, like, and subscribe, and also please rate us on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts as well. Anybody that actually comments or leaves us a review on Spotify will get a chance to win the VIP Gold Edition Rosetta EQ, and a lot of people have been winning that. Congratulations to them that have been winning it. I'm Devvon Terrell, Pro Tools user. To the left of me,
I'm the biggest hater in the I know Weaver Beats thinks he's the biggest hater. I hate all the other DAWs right now.
Okay,
y'all all having fun, and I know we just had our fun with the FL21 update.
Right,
but seeing like the Push come out and then Akai, they kind of on
Akai
fire
got
right
something
now,
going, yeah.
And then Logic got the iPad.
Like,
I don't like all that. So
that's
I don't
true.
Like y'all. I'm the FL guru, LJ.
I like it though. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to talk to you. Come on, to the right of me. What's your name? Because your gang is gang, bro.
Rasta.
What I say is his name, bro.
What did you say, bro?
What I say?
What did you say, man?
Y'all seen the decap episode, the decap and LJ episode. Come on, bro. Y'all don't remember? It's the Ableton astronauts, bro. Because right now we are too. Can I drop an F-bomb?
Not this early in the episode.
Not this early.
The way
he said,
the way YouTube works.
Wait till the 5-minute
15, yeah, 15 minutes, then we can start.
We got to do PG-13 now, rated R. But we are over the mother flipping moon, bro.
Y'all are. I'm not gonna lie.
On.
Like everybody been talking about that Push 3. It's the Push 3, right?
It's the Push 3.
I seen Weaver even post about the Push 3. Even though he been talking, he posted another video saying the problems with it. I was like, oh my God, Weaver, make up your mind.
Peep game.
He gave it mad love.
If the Push 3 costs more than your laptop, don't get it. If the Push 3 costs more than your entire setup, please don't get it.
How much is it?
It's like $1,500. Oh, you thought this was a $400? You thought it was a MIDI pad?
Shout out to HD Bindo. Oh, you thought it was done?
You thought it was done?
Oh, you must. No, that's
not bad.
$1,500?
That's not bad. That's two of these.
Because the two.
That's like three of
Push
these.
2, if I'm not mistaken, was like $600 to $700.
Oh my gosh!
So double that.
The Push is 15 cash.
It's double your DAW price. Does it come with the DAW?
It should.
Yo, that's not a lot. Okay, so
it's not crazy.
What is this? What is it?
Hardware.
What does it do?
The machine costs $400 or $500.
That's what I'm thinking. I thought it was like $300 for the Push 3, bro.
But
it's like a Akai
cool.
territory, but it's also standalone now. It comes with rent. It's literally like a mini computer. I don't think it's worth it personally, but I'm an FL user.
You load sounds and stuff like that into it?
I don't think you. I think it can function without a computer.
Right.
It's
more than a controller.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
I mean, shout out that.
$1,500.
Explain the Push 3.
Shout out that. I mean,
what that thing do?
I'm not necessarily a Push user. Unfortunately, don't hate me.
Somebody send Courtney a Push 3.
Oh,
yo, Ableton, send him a Push.
Send him a Push 3, man.
I love you forever.
I'm gonna fight. I got you.
Yo, FL,
I'm gonna fight for you. I'm serious. I'm gonna fight for you to get a Push 3. I got you. Somebody give him a Push 3, man. Come on.
I won't lie. Like it's from what I've seen. Shout out Amorphous as always. But from Full Sail days. Jameer always had a Push 2, and from what I remember him describing of it, that was always his most fun producing in Ableton. And I do because I did ask him a lot of questions about it. I used it once, maybe twice, but it really is kind of like, because from what I've seen about it, like the videos and stuff, and y'all can watch it yourselves. I think a lot of the newer Ableton users feel the same way. When you look at videos of the Push, you can just jump in. You don't gotta really set anything. You really just push. But maybe you load up a preset or whatever. But then you just push buttons and
you're off and running.
It just works for lack of a better term.
For sure, yeah.
And
so this
He's
is
used
not
one. He's
set
used one.
tripping.
He's used one.
Oh
this
yeah.
was for research.
I remember this. I remember
Here's
this.
the deal. No. Back in junior high, I had a teacher. Back in high school. I'm sorry. I had a teacher. Shout out to Brian Funk. He also has the music production podcast. Y'all go check that out.
Oh.
But he's an Ableton. He's like a real Ableton affiliate. Like he up there with those Ableton people, right?
I met him.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the guy.
But
okay.
yeah. Shout out to Mr. Cooper.
Facts.
But,
he was cool. He's super cool.
He started a production club at the high school, and it was very small. But he gave everybody Ableton, and he gave everybody a Push. Like he had a stack of pushes in the school closet, and every time people came for the club,
I would load them up.
And it was hard. I didn't like Ableton, so I quit the club. But using it and figuring it out, it's dope. Like playing chords on it.
Yeah.
I seen Amorphous use it to DJ. it seems like a very, very versatile tool.
Right.
And he's the reason, shout out to Brian Funk and the Music Production Podcast.
Uh-huh.
He's the reason why I give the Push so much love, because I understand that is a beast of a controller.
Right.
And I think the only other, I guess, made for DAW controllers that can mess with it is Akai. And,
Machine. Okay.
I don't even think you could count Akai as a controller. It's not really MIDI.
Well, you can use it as MIDI. I mean, they have MIDI capability,
Yeah.
so.
But it's like built-in type. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the Push.
Right.
I don't think it's worth. I don't know. I feel like if FL came out with something compatible to like.
I think it'd be a problem.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd pay $15 for it.
Not 15. I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot of money. 15 is a lot of money.
I don't think FL would make it 15 though.
I know FL would do like 500, 400, the most.
Honestly, they probably would price it a little bit because.
I also they could do something for like 800.
Yeah, because they got to think about it. Like, we're not
6.
paying. I haven't given Image Line another $1 of my money, so they're like, I'm sure they're trying to figure out how do we
tap into our market,
because they sold us on lifetime free updates. So it's just like they know they're not getting money from us again off the actual program.
Right.
So how else do we get it? And there's the Akai Fire, which is our FL Studio Push, if you want to talk about it.
It is? Is that like is that known that it's like a collaboration with them or something?
Yeah, no. It's made for FL Studio. It's literally our step sequencer. You've seen it.
Y'all got, what is it called? Yo,
oh my gosh, the Akai Fire. I have it. I have both the Akai Fire and the Novation FL key. So I have both. Those are only two pieces made specifically for FL Studio. I have both. And that Akai Fire is dope. It's our step sequencer. Like,
I heard good things
I'm gonna show
about
it to you. Yeah.
So
it's super fire.
This is the one thing I will say about the Ableton Push that Decap had brought up, and I thought that it was incredible. I don't know, because I've never been kind of like the drum machine kind of guy. Like, I haven't, which I'm interested to go back to it, to be honest. Like, because I used it before, but it's been years. I'm interested to go back to it. What he said to me that I was like, oh, well, did the other drum machines have this ability? Was the fact that it has. I think does it have SPDIF? I think so. Long story short,
I feel like it might though.
I think that the new Akai Push 3, and I could be wrong. I don't know if it's SPDIF or AES. It's one of the two.
What's SPDIF?
It's SPDIF,
It's
probably.
not like what is SPDIF like?
So I'll tell you.
It's not like that. I thought DatPiff personally. So
Yo,
DatPiff.com
to
is
correlate
insane.
SPDIF and DatPiff.
That's what came to mind. So
DatPiff.com.
can you explain what SPDIF
Get
is for
your
people like me?
SPDIF
So
now.
long story short, SPDIF is a digital protocol, right? Where basically it's a spit out of the digital. Let's say, I don't know, I'm not gonna say SPDIF specifically, but I'm gonna talk about it as far as the Ableton Push, so you understand. So when it comes to conversion, right? When we talk about A to D conversion and D to A conversion, right? Some people say, for instance, you're like, dang, I really like the Ableton Push, but I don't like how it's spitting out my drums. It sounds weaker when it's spitting out my drums. And that can have something to do with the converters, right?
Or the fact that it doesn't have the fruity limiter.
Okay, so the converters, right?
that it
So
doesn't
there could
cheat.
be an issue with, not an issue, but it could be that you're not a big fan of their converters.
Right.
What you could do though is you can take a SPDIF cable, put it to the back of it, and put that SPDIF cable into your audio interface that is immaculate, that you love to death. It'll bypass the converters in the actual piece of hardware, and then you can use the converters of whatever piece you want. I thought that was really powerful.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I seen a video of the Akai, I think it's the S, I don't know if it's the SC or something, but people were complaining about the new Akais, or one of the new Akai drum machines not having the same punch and feel of the older ones. And I thought that was really interesting. I was like, oh, well, I never thought about like the sound quality coming out of these MPCs and stuff like that. Like there's a sound, like how people say. So I thought that was dope that DCAT pointed that out with it being able to bypass converters like completely.
Peep game.
Let me see. What's this? This is y'all?
That's the Akai Fire.
Wow, this is y'all step sequencer.
And guess how much it costs?
How much?
$149.
Wow, that's their audience though. They know. Like this is their audience, bro.
That's why they wouldn't do it. You know.
Damn, we need
Y'all
something.
y'all had Digidesign for years.
We had the best hardware for years, right? We're not arguing that, right?
What are you talking about?
Pro Tools had the best hardware for years.
Oh
What
yeah, sure.
Pro Tools hardware was the best.
The 002, 3, the Inbox. We had it all.
All right,
spawned.
are we gonna speak? Because a lot of these pieces, a lot of pieces that Avid still offers to this day are universal, not specific. Just because we had this conversation with the plugins, yeah. If it's universal, I'm talking about specific to. I'm not plugging my machine into FL Studio.
Right.
It is made for a specific DAW.
I understand.
So, which company really has the best?
The best what?
like
Hardware?
made to their
Audience?
pieces. Actually, let's do that.
all right.
Forget a one gotta go. Let's
All
really
right.
have this argument.
Okay.
I think FL Studio,
Uh-huh.
although we are new to the hardware game,
Yes, very.
so I won't even throw us in the hardware game.
Okay.
I would say aside from Reason and possibly
DAWS.
Logic,
Okay.
are digital pieces made specifically for our DAW trump both of y'all's
Okay, so hold on. Let me help.
digital pieces.
I'm-
Just
I won't
digital as in just software?
software. Yes.
Well, that's not fair though.
Is it not?
It's not that. That's not that fair. You have
Is
to.
it
You
not?
got to open it up. Let's do it all encompassing.
No,
See,
no.
but you lose in FL. I get
No,
that.
no. That's why I split it between digital and because I don't think there's a company that does both.
So will you
That
give?
has both.
So let's do this. Will you give Pro Tools that win
For hardware?
For hardware.
Sure.
No.
Who beats us in hardware?
And I'm not talking
can't
about.
wait.
I'm not talking quantity. I'm talking about made
Piece
for.
for piece. I can put verse like a verse. I can do verses with piece
Akai.
to piece. Akai is beating. Yeah, but they don't have the pro. We're talking about DAWs though. I think you're talking about DAWs.
Akai, yes, this.
So Akai
MPC
DAW
software. MPC software.
versus.
No, we're not talking software versus software. We're speaking
hardware.
hardware made specifically for software. So the machine to the actual program machine
Right.
is a better made for.
Okay, I understand.
Piece
It's very.
than-
It's more. It's
yeah.
better because of its in its niche. It does its niche really well. What I'm saying is, I'm making it bigger. Where I'm saying, okay, you can say to me, well, Pro Tools doesn't make stuff for a niche audience, and I can actually say, actually, they do. They make it for mixing and recording engineers, right? Like that's their audience for the most part. No one's producing like me in Pro Tools, right? Yet, but if I start to go piece for piece and start naming pieces,
Right.
I'm gonna pack you up.
But I'm trying to
There's a
say,
good chance.
is that like double O?
I got a niche.
But are those pieces specific to Pro Tools? That's what I'm saying.
Yes, a lot of them are specific to Pro
A
Tools.
good amount of them.
I can name a bunch of. I can name mostly
crazy.
every studio you still go crazy. It's crazy. And mostly every studio you still go to has an HD IO system.
And they need
An Avid
to
IO.
upgrade absolutely quickly.
They have the carbon. They have a lot of new stuff. This is my thing about Avid. And I will say about my DAW is that they make
Avid
incredible.
and Pro Tools are two different entities. Avid
Ooh, another
owns
conversation.
Avid owns Pro Tools.
Yes.
So I'm not going to give Avid credit.
Oh, that's
for
nasty
things-
work.
I'm not going
That
to give
is
Pro
nasty
Tools
work.
credit for like that's like saying, well, Pro Tools has Media Composer. So
That's
no.
nasty work. What you're
'Cause
doing?
I'm saying, it's like this, right?
You moving the goalposts all
in
over the
that
place.
digital conversation, I made sure not to say gross beat because gross beat can be used on different DAWs.
Okay.
So it's just like
of now,
I don't
yeah.
think that's like saying, well, Logic has the iPhone, so we can.
All right. See, and then you start reaching like that.
But think about it, Logic has the iPad configuration now, right?
Okay.
And it's
Yo,
made
the way
for
you
Logic.
reach is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
Yeah, you have to go that far.
You reach.
when
you
you
reaching.
have the reach, you're
But
able to.
I
hit-
got you.
You see?
He's reaching.
able-
I understand. Oh, that was a bar. Oh, that was he. Oh, he's packed you. I ain't even peeped that. That went over your head. My fault, OG.
That
All
went
right.
over your head.
It did. It did. You caught it. My fault. You caught the straight. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I saw you bleeding. I was like, oh, you bleeding. Why you bleeding? So
It died.
for me, right, and my DAW, you
gonna
cannot
digest the
separate
best
Avid
hardware.
and Pro Tools. Like you're just not gonna do that. You're not
yeah.
gonna separate Avid and
I
Pro.
would
You
say you
cannot
can't
do
do
that.
that.
But
you can't do that.
cannot say like that's like saying the new Mbox Studio is
Uh-huh.
a Pro Tools product. It is not.
It is.
It was never marketed as a Pro Tools product. It was marketed as a standalone audio interface that can work with every DAW.
I can literally map things in the Inbox Studio to Pro Tools commands and in
I can't
Inbox
do that in
Studio
FL?
control
Are you-
app.
Are you saying we can't do that in FL?
I'm not saying that. I'm
But
saying we can do that.
That's not a Pro Tools product. Because Avid makes a lot of things. Pro Tools just happens to be one of them. That's like going back to Steinberg. Steinberg's makes Cubase, but it also makes a bunch of different
A lot
plugins.
of
We
plugins.
can't say, or UAD, perfect example. We can't say that, what's the plugin we was just talking about?
What?
Polymax
Polymax?
is a Luna plugin.
I
No,
would
it
never
is
say
a
that.
UAD plugin, but that's like saying the Mbox Studio is a Pro Tools product. It is not a Pro
But it
Tools
works.
product.
But it works seamlessly with it. Two, the hotkeys and buttons in it map to the program. Like
But
so wait.
that can be done in any DAW.
no,
Hold
no,
on,
you can't take the no. Okay,
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay.
And,
All right.
and just so I'm clear, so I heard you right. So you said we can't classify the Polymax as a Luna plugin. We can classify it as a UAD plugin.
UAD plugin.
But then by that, explanation, you defeat your own argument.
How?
Because then you would still have to classify things that come out from Pro Tools, regardless if they're for other DAWs or not, or even from Avid. I feel you. You can't make it a Pro Tools product.
That's
you
like
can't make it a Pro Tools product.
Gross Beat is not an FL Studio plugin. Gross Beat is an image line plugin.
Yeah, but you're saying. But here's my thing. When I open Pro Tools, dog. When I open Pro Tools, it literally dag smack in the front says Avid. Like
technology.
Yes. See it like this. The only reason that Pro Tools is not called Avid,
and when I open,
is because it's just like they bought it a long time. And that's the program. It's synonymous, bro.
When I open Machine says Native Instruments on the front. That doesn't make Noah's 40 Keys a Machine plugin. It makes it a Native Instrument. I feel like we gotta be able to separate. We know that those Avids.
So
think about it. You couldn't. At one point, you couldn't open Pro Tools without Pro Tools hardware.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They've separated the parent company from the actual Pro Tools.
So
as of
since the what he's saying is as of since the DAWS.
I'm talking specific. I never said any other Mbox. I'm speaking the Mbox studio that we have in this room right now.
Yes, that we're recording on. Shout out to Avid.
Can't count as a Pro Tools.
Avid made the Mbox studio, not Pro Tools. Pro Tools
is not a Pro Tools product.
And the Mbox studio are two different entities. They're not together.
It is.
You do not buy the Mbox and get Pro Tools for free.
Fam, you know what it is? I know I'm trying to say too. I'm sorry to cut you. But the Mbox is an Avid created product that is Pro Tools integrated. Yes. But it's universal.
Avid literally separated.
But like you just said, right? But like you just said, right? The
perfect
example.
Perfect example.
That's made for Pro Tools.
Perfect example. The launch keys by Novation are made with and it comes with mapping for Logic and for Ableton.
Okay,
that's true.
It's a separated product. It's not an Ableton controller. It works for every DAW.
Okay,
but it comes with mapping specific for Ableton.
Okay.
The Mbox comes with mapping specific for Pro Tools, but that does not make it a Pro Tools
Novation
product.
is a completely separate company from that one over there.
But Pro Tools,
when we say Avid, we think, bro, like, come on. Like, okay, if there's more proof in the pudding.
Just because we think it, I'm not, take our thoughts out of this, right?
Sure.
Specifically, I'm speaking of the fact that over the years, Avid has I'm not going to even say made an effort. Whether they tried to or not, they've separated that hardware and software business. Before, they were so integrated that you couldn't use the hardware without the software.
That was, and after it got cracked and all other stuff, then things started to change.
But now it's to the point where the hardware and the software are so separated that it's not even branded. Like, the Mbox was not branded as anything Pro Tools. On the Mbox, on the box that comes with the Mbox, you don't see Pro Tools for anything.
Well, here's my thing. That Novation keyboard, although it's specific to Ableton, can I use it anywhere in any DAW?
Yes.
And why would I do it? I would, if I'm a manufacturer, if I'm a company, why would I say this is only for my DAW? As far as an audio interface, especially, I want everyone to be able to use it. I think the times have changed, and I don't think we're gonna see stuff that's like, yo, this is native to our DAW, and it won't work in any other DAW. Like, that's not a like I was just saying, that's not a thing anymore.
I'm using that. So better. I think I'm using that specifically for the argument that you said that it is a Pro Tools creation. It's not a Pro Tools creation.
It is, though.
The Mbox is not a Pro. It's an Avid, and I think separating the two, because like I said, a better example and the perfect example is Machine and Native Instruments.
Okay,
because we know that. We have to separate them in a sense of the Machine cannot work without, or the Machine to DAW cannot work without Native Instruments hardware.
Right, that Machine can't work without.
The Machine, like, I just lost my whole point. That shit distracted me.
I know, OD. I was like, what is...
You just heard me stumble.
I know.
I don't know. I sound like I was trying to spell a long word.
We good?
No, he's right, by the way.
He's right?
Yeah.
How is he right?
I'm right. And the comments are telling me
right, at the Mbox. I was wondering, I was like, is there
you got up to look at the Inbox?
I was like, is there a Pro Tools icon on this? There's not.
But here's my thing.
Can I tell you something?
That was nasty work.
You're kind of up because you like if y'all rewind and hear how I started.
Explain it. Let me tell you. I've been by the way, that clip came up on my timeline the other day of the plugins. I've been a noise gate.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you were watching the podcast, which you should watch the podcast, Courtney got up just now and walked away while Levers was talking, and we and him both looked like, what's happening? Is he about to beat us up or something? And he went to go look at the Inbox Studio to see about the logo and stuff like that. And it just has an Avid logo on it.
It would be amazing.
Okay, it just has an Avid logo on it.
Are we that dope?
Okay.
Can we do something
What?
that we've never done on the pod? Can we call him?
Call who?
You know who?
No.
No, that would be dope.
I would prepare. Let me
That'd
prepare
be
him.
amazing.
Nah, because
You can text him. Even if we
I'll
gotta
text
punch
him.
back in,
I'll
we'll
tell you
do
what.
it.
Get your one gotta go together. Give me your one gotta
We've
go.
been here for 20 minutes. I think that's the episode.
No. How much time we at?
That's
Oh
crazy.
dang! So this is a DAW Wars episode then.
Yeah,
This is a
another
DAW
one.
Wars episode.
I love it.
So keep that.
Part 3.
Let's keep that.
Part 3.
Yo, we've been
You right.
beefing. We've been beefing for
We
the
have
past
been
year.
beefing. Hell yeah.
But I will say, go back to it.
Okay.
I don't think any companies are fucking with Ableton,
Fair enough.
Machine, and Akai when it comes to integration with a piece of
hardware.
hardware and the DAW.
Let me ask you this question. Let's switch to Logic, right? Okay, Logic is making a big consumer push.
Yeah.
One that I've never seen. I haven't seen Logic do something for their community in years, right? And they're doing something for their community that is like, oh, you're catering to like the bedroom kind of like FL Studio kind of like producers.
Shout out BandLab. They really started the wave.
They did.
Facts.
They
And
did.
with
Shout
that-
out Scott Jordan too, because he really the one who put
Scott
me on.
Jordan, can I tell you something? I really I rock with you, bro.
I do too.
But showing these kids you plugging in a $1,500 microphone, big body, into this and recording a bang, I felt like that was discouraging.
It was
some kid went
That
on
was
eBay and said, "What he
discouraging.
got? What he got? Let me get that."
But Scott Jordan also be having the little skull candy headphones, and he be when I got
Yo, can Scott come here, bro? Yo,
I'll get him.
Forget the pod.
We'll get
I
some.
want to go
Pull up.
downstairs and shoot some content of me and him making a record
With you and
in
Scott?
FL Studio.
That'd be hard.
Recording FL with Scott Jordan on the way.
What was I gonna tell you? I was gonna tell you something else about Scott. I forgot what I was gonna tell you about Scott. Damn, you made me forget everything I was gonna say. Oh, but okay, back to what I was saying about Logic, right? And just they have the new iOS program that basically you can use Logic with the iPad. That news shook everybody. Everybody was going crazy for it. You know what made me feel funny? They invited a bunch of influencers out and stuff like that. Like to use Final Cut. Like I've been seeing a lot of influencers that use Final Cut and Logic.
Okay.
They invited them to like these little like pop-up kind of shops. And
Well,
they were
do we use either?
what?
Do we use either of them?
I don't use either of them.
Do you use either of them?
I actually was just when you said that I don't. By the way,
What was
But
that?
do
You
I
just,
use-
why you shot
So I'm
like
just
that?
no,
My
'cause
son
it's-
said,
I thought about it. I
Because
thought about it.
you
as I
said
thought
you
about
felt
it.
funny that like you said you felt funny, and then you said because a bunch of influencers was out there. I was like, they didn't have no reason to invite us. They're not trying to.
Oh no.
convert us.
I'm not saying that we should have been invited to that.
Oh,
No.
what you saying?
No. I was just saying I thought that was cool to do with their community. Cause think about it. Think about an FL Studio event, bro. That would be the most lit thing on the internet. You know it would, bro. It would be
It's
crazy.
crazy. That's like
Larry,
giving-
come on, man.
That's like giving the New York Knicks a chance.
yes.
That's not good.
Y'all are the New York
No,
Knicks.
we're not. Relax.
Yes, y'all are.
Holy
Because
shit.
everyone
GG.
loves y'all, but it's like
Nori.
we want to ride with y'all only when it's going.
That's
It's
not
good.
true.
Like we want to know that
That's not
y'all
true.
gonna win.
See it like this. How bad did it look to use FL Studio at one point?
Never.
Producers was killing people back in the day. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Oh,
back in the day.
yeah.
Y'all,
But
you look
I'm
weird
saying
when you
the
use
New York
FL.
Knicks back in the day and present day are at the same.
But y'all reversed. Back in the day, no one wanted to ride for you. It was like, yo, this is the worst team in the league. Then all of a sudden, y'all became like the Boston Celtics to me. Like y'all actually, it's like, yo, this is a good team. Like they're really good.
All
but
right,
y'all never,
if we
y'all
have to-
just not gonna win a championship.
Can you please flag what I'm about to say?
No, oh my God, just don't say it.
Just I do want to get this off because if it's safe, it's safe. I think FL is the Haiti of DAW.
Fat
Hear
it.
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. As a Haitian,
Tell them you hate.
as
Yeah,
a
okay,
Haitian,
please. It's
as
coming
a
from you.
Haitian, At one point, and shout out to all my Zoes, y'all know this. At one point, we was looked at like, oh, you Haitian? You from Haiti? Then out of nowhere, it felt like everybody was Haitian at one point. It was like we had Usher, we had Future, we had Young Thug, we had Jason Derulo, we had Brooke Lopez.
This is such a
No,
good.
I'm sorry, not Brooke Lopez. We had Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin Haitian. So shout out to
Blake
all my
Griffin
Zoes.
Haitian?
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm about to say that
We have
too.
Naomi Osaka's Haitian.
Naomi
Yeah,
Osaka's
shout
Haitian.
out to all of us.
Haitian? I didn't know he was Haitian.
By the way, this is still like a
Ableton's-
while.
Yeah,
this
like,
is still a
far
while
out
left.
there.
Yeah, my fault.
Ableton's the Dominican Republic
Oh,
for
man,
sure.
it's just
Because
getting
y'all like
crazy,
right
man.
next
It's
to us,
getting so-
but y'all
Nah,
people have so
there's
much
a lot to
pride.
unpack in this.
Hear me out.
There's a lot to unpack in this.
Yo, stop.
Yo,
Am I tripping?
Ableton, no, we're
Y'all are not
the,
DR.
We're not the DR.
Y'all not the DR.
What's
And
so
it's-
wrong about
and we
being
love you, DR. We
There's
love you, DR.
There's nothing.
But there's a
wrong.
lot. There's a lot.
But
There's a
what-
lot. There's a lot.
Was my
There's a lot.
my analogy not Right. I think DAW is the Caribbean islands. Y'all are probably Jamaica. Y'all the most known. Everybody goes.
We probably Jam Rock.
For
We probably Jam Rock is OD.
Reason is Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad used to be pop, and they still are.
They still
but
are.
Not as.
Reason is Trinidad. Because when Trinidad was partying, bro. Oh my pasta. I don't know where was pasta back in the day. And by the way, I know some people like, what is that?
Cakewalk is Tobago. Because I kind of put Reason in Cakewalk together.
Yo, all right, let's get out of this one.
Nobody talks about Tobago. I think DR, and let me get this point off, DR is Ableton because DR, I feel like Ableton and FL are like they're brothers that hate each other.
Okay.
And I feel DR and Haiti are actually.
So is Studio One Puerto Rico?
Wait, let me get this off. That's not a Caribbean.
It's not a Caribbean island?
Yeah.
We should really stop this
DR and because
I'm not that
DR
smart.
and Haiti are on the same island, if you didn't know.
Okay.
And I feel like the Dominican Republic, those people, they're so prideful of their country.
Very.
I feel like Ableton, they ride for Ableton.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're like right
I like
next to
that.
each other.
I like that
Okay.
comparison.
Tim, can I be honest? I like the comparison. If we just doing Caribbean islands, I like the comparison. And then everyone is confused.
OD.
It's sitting on the other side.
Come on.
But she said this is not good. Edit this whole thing.
And I can't
edit.
I can't even make like a Behringer joke. Because if I say Behringer, like...
I'm dead in this episode. Should I just kill this
I'm
episode?
dead in this
We should just
episode.
get out of here, right? Yeah, we done enough. All right, y'all. This has been the My Audio Nerds podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And also, please just understand that we just compared the DAWs to actual Caribbean islands and stuff like that. And we love those islands. There's nothing wrong with those islands. And I understand your correlation. I do want to make it clear that I understand when you said it's Haiti, and then you have Ableton being like right next to it.
Jamaica.
I understand. I can see that. And stop going any further. You don't have to explain anymore. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And also make sure that you leave a comment on Spotify as well as Apple. And please rate us. Someone's going to win that VIP Gold Edition Rosetta EQ.
Logic's the Bahamas.
It is, wow, that was really good. It's your boy, Devvon Terrell. You destroyed that. That was really good. We're getting out of here. My Audio Nerds, Camden, please take us out.